just reduce its opacity a little more. So now we have kind of a gradient coming from top right to bottom. I am thinking if we can change the font size to 36 for the text. If we add one FR, there we go. We have this nice grid, and change the image from landing to landing 2. Yeah, this one is better. But as you can see, the reverse order is not looking good. Go inside item, and for the duration, let's add 0.5 and 0.5. In this video, we will design the landing page. Before continuing, I have updated Zeus.js UI to 0.6.5 on npm, and the front end is updated as well. Actually, I updated it 2 days ago. And if you have not subscribed to Watch Me Code YouTube channel, then please subscribe and hit the bell icon and go back to Udemy. And one more quick thing, I am working on another project that is a timeline, which is task management platform. Here is a board. If I go back to home, we have this landing page, which has 2 options: create a new app or open existing. And if you see right here, we have a cookies consent pop-up. If I reload, this cookie consent will slide in up after a couple of seconds, and this one is built right into our UI library. And if I click accept all, it will disappear. And if we go to new app, we can create any app, like let's call it Udemy, or maybe let's call it Zeus tutorials, and hit continue. Here we have new app. And another cool thing is, if you click on plus icon, you have this nice animation, and you can create this effect with a couple of lines. I will show it in future videos, because I'm planning to create a video series for UI library, and we will go through components one by one and these kind of effects and all that. So let's go back and go to header.js, and here we have left delete because we don't need this anymore. Let's save and go to page.jsx. If you reload, you can see we have this sliding text, and it is called text wheel, and it is from our library. Great. Now let's remove, add a box, as should be landing flex goals, and we need the banner head, and let's call it banner flex AIC, and we need an image, and this image is imported from Zeus.js UI. I have downloaded images landing.png, and let's add another box and use as flex and flex 1 with calls. Gap should be 20. Save. And for the banner, we need to add padding of 25 and like 15%. And inside this box, let's add a couple of text, and let's go back. You are back, Cameron. You are back, Cameron. And we need as 18, or maybe bigger, as 15 with text clip. And let's add BGI. And as we have added inside header, we have this gradient. So let's copy and paste here. If I save and check, we got your back camera and need bold to 900. Or maybe we increase size to, oh, sorry, 100. You are back camera. Great. And we need one more thing, that is this text with an offer. Let's add that. And inside the font size, reduce it to 24, remove the bold and text clip and all, and save. Great. And let's add a button and add learnable. Let's add start learning with magic and save and call it, what should we call it? Let's use button, or maybe we can add size, and size will be, oh sorry, size will be size dot, let's use small. Yeah, small is good. And we need to add font size to 24 with B900, save, and let's add padding to 25. Yeah, this one is good. And if we can add same background with an exclamation mark, here we go, change its radius to 25. I'm trying to quickly add a layout. We will tweak it later. And for padding, we need 25, and horizontal padding should be 70. Yeah, let's add margin top to, let's use 50. Yeah, now let's balance all the text. We have your back camera. The line's width will depend on how much characters the name has, and let's use a small one like 15 and 50, and save. Our font size, let's reduce it to 20. I guess let's go with bold on. Yeah, bold is good. And start running with magic. Here we are. And if we add bold, good. Now we need to add a gradient background to make it more sleek and glossy. If we go add rel, add z index should be 3, and same for the image, and save. And after that, let's add a box and use the same background gradient with as, and save. And let's add a width of 50 view height and height of 50 view height. Save. Add an absolute and ABC for absolute center, and the z index should be 1. And let's add a blur of 10 or maybe 100. Yeah, that is good. And we need an opacity of 0.5. Yeah, this is good. Just reduce its opacity a little more. So we need a touch. So we have something. Let's change it to 100 and test. Yeah, this one is better. And if we can change the right to 0, yeah, this one is better. Now we have kind of gradient coming from top right to bottom. And I guess we should keep this gradient. Yeah. Now just change it to one liner, save. I am thinking if we can change the font size to 36 for the text. This one is better. And let's reduce, add a box and move right here. So it takes one on one. Now we have a balanced UI. And now we need to reduce to 30 maybe. Yeah, this one is better. And we have your back camera and start learning with magic. Now let's add animation to this text. Now we need add animate, and the animate will be a couple of things. Like first thing is transition. The transition will be transitions dot slide in left, and the delay will be, no, let's keep delay to 0 because the default delay is 0. And inside the when is actually when we want to trigger this animation. And for that, let's add the default delay const mounted use delayed, and this is from Next.js, and just pass it to mounted. And if we save and check, you can see we have this nice animation. Now we can add a curve. The curve will be transition curves transition curves dot let's use spring, save. And now to see this spring effect, we need to increase its duration to like 1 second or maybe 0.5. Reload. Great. We can try some more animations like bounce. This one is much better. Now we need to copy. Well, there is better to, let's copy the animation and save it to a variable anim, and let's change or pass to animation anim to animate, and same for the following text, animate dot anim, but we need to add a delay so that the next text come right after one another, or maybe reduce the delay. It should be, yeah, it's better. And same goes for the button. And change delay to 25. Now the good thing is if you go inside animate, if you go inside animation and you change slide in left to slide in top, this will totally change the effect. Here you go. And Now use the same transition thing to the image. Let's add animate and copy, because we have a single animation for image, so let's directly pass right here. And if we save and just check, here we go. But instead of slide in top, let's use slide in right. There we go. And for the duration, let's change it to 1. We need a smoother animation, like there is a bump. You can try more animations from Next.js. You can add dot after transitions and it will show you a couple of transitions. And we have this nice banner. Good. Now let's move to courses. Now we need to create a component. Let's go inside app, new file, and let's add courses Next.js. And let's add RSF. I have a snippet that embeds our page. Let's call it courses and save. Inside the course, let's quickly add hello courses and embed it right here. Courses, save. There we go. And for the courses, as we are adding the 25% rule on padding, let's use the same padding to this one. And now we need to create a grid. And before the grid, maybe we need to create an item for the course. And same RSF goes for Next.js UI, and call it course item. Save. And inside the courses, that's our code for now. That's our code for now. And use array from length 10, and let's add a box. Use course item and save. There we go. And for the course item, we need to use this design. That is a thumbnail and a title, the instructor name, and we have this rating and the price. So let's use that. Let's add a width. The grid should be, if we add width 100% and height like 200, and the PGI is gradient to purple for now, and radius is 25, margin we don't need the radius, and even we don't need this PGI that was added accidentally. And now we add a box and pass here, and let's add text lorem ipsum dissolute or whatever, and add as font B900. That is the title, and this is instructor, and we have rating, and then we have dollar like 13.99. Have this boxes. Now if we go to box and change its width to 100% and height to something like 150 and save. We will have these blocks. Now we need to change it to grid. Go inside courses, and for box let's add grid, and the grid calls should be repeat and 120 maybe, or maybe let's use 200 pixels, and the grid rows will be, or maybe just leave the rows for now, and let's save and check. Here we have this nice grid. If we add one FR, there we go, we have this nice grid, and instead of just wrapping and going with one another, we can add item, and let's change its height to 400, yeah, 300 maybe, or no, 350, yeah, that is good. And inside the grid let's add a gap of 20. There we go, now we have a nice grid. And for the item, just change and use bg $gray 100, or maybe we need white for now. Here we go, we need a radius of like radius, and we need flex calls. We have this one, and let's add a gap of 20, or maybe don't use 20 and just add margin bottom of 15 in our image, and reduce the font size to 18 and 16 for the bottom ones. There we go, and now we can change the font, height to 300. Okay, now we have this nice grid. I have another image, I guess we should use that one. Let's test it and change the image from landing to save. Yeah, this one is better. Let's reduce its size. Now let's add a width of like 400. Yeah, this one is good. And add AIC and JCC to keep it center of the box. Now we have a better image. I like it. If we reload, there we go. But as you can see, the reverse order is not looking good. If we can move this to left side of the banner, and now if we save, there we go, and change right to left and save. There we go, good. Now add animation to the item. We will use same animate, and the animate will have transition to transitions dot scale in, and curve will be transition curves dot ease in out, or maybe spring. Let's use spring for now. And when will be mounted, and let's add const mount. Let's use delayed with mounted, and we will receive a prop of index equals props, and we will add a delay of 0.1 multiplied by index, and save, go to index, and when passing, let's pass a prop of I that is coming from the map, and add a key, let's add post dash save. There we go. You can see we have a nice animation, but we need to reduce the delay. Let's change it to 0.01. Here we go. Or maybe 2. I guess 2 should work much better. Go inside item, and for the duration, let's add 0.5 or 0.45. Yeah, this one is better. And let's change it to 0.05. And now if we increase number of items, we have, ta-da! This is it for this video. We will continue in the next video.